Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $, ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some MLB action this Tuesday evening. The Cincinnati Reds versus the Seattle Mariners. Game number 2 in the set. First pitch is going to be here in about 10 minutes. So let's cue the music, take a look at the thumb, and I'll go over the starting lineups. Let's get it, baby. And on the thumb, as you can see on the left, L.A. De La Cruz, the phenom. And on the right, our ace, Logan Gilbert. And let's start off with the visiting Cincinnati Reds. Leading off for the Cincinnati Reds, playing second base, Jonathan India. Batting second for the Reds, playing left field tonight, Will Benson. Batting third and playing first base for Cincinnati, Christian Encarnacion Ryan. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, DHing for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Batting fifth and playing right field, Jake Fraley. Batting sixth and playing shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds, the phenom, L.A. De La Cruz. Batting seventh and playing center field, Stuart Fairchild. Batting eighth and playing third base tonight for the Reds, Santiago Espinal. And batting ninth, playing catcher tonight for the Reds, Luke Bailey. And on the mound for Cincinnati, 0-1 record with a 4.86 ERA, Hunter Green. And let's get into the Seattle Mariner starting lineup. Leading off for the Seattle Mariners, playing shortstop, leading off, J.P. Crawford. Let's go, baby. Tridents up. Let's go, J.P. Batting second and playing center field, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, baby. Let's go, J-Rod. We need you. Batting third, playing second base, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Jorge. I see you turning it up, baby. The electric. Batting fourth and playing right field tonight, Mitch Haniger. Another individual that is heating up. Batting fifth and catching for Seattle, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting sixth, DHing tonight for the Mariners, Mitch Garver. Batting seventh and playing first base for Ty France tonight, Luke Raley. Batting eighth and playing left field, had his major league debut last night, Jonathan Clase. Let's go, Jonathan. You got a hit and an RBI in your first game in the big leagues. Let's do it again. And batting ninth, playing third base for the Mariners, Josh Rojas. Let's go, Josh. And on the mound for the Mariners, the best pitcher on the staff in 2024, Logan Gilbert. He's got a 0-0 record with a 2.66 ERA, but his whip is .84. He's pitched 20.1 innings. He's got 14 hits, that he's given up, but 23 Ks, only 3 walks. But he has given up 4 home runs so far this year, but he has been the most solid pitcher for the Seattle Mariners. So far at this point, it's safe to say Luis Castillo has been a disappointment. George Kirby and Bryce Miller have been hit or miss. Emerson Hancock has not been good, and this has been really the only piece that we can count on. We need you tonight, Logan, a.k.a. Walter. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Jordan in the building. What's good? Evening, let's go Reds. GG last night. Obviously a big win for us. You guys are going to be looking for blood, and hopefully we can end up matching up with you guys with Hunter Green on the mound for the Reds. Hope it ends up being an exciting game. I know it kind of got out of hand as the game went along, but hopefully it'll be very competitive tonight. And whatever happens tonight, we have the rubber match tomorrow, and we'll see what happens then when we have the third and final game between the Cincinnati Reds and the Seattle Mariners tomorrow, I believe, at 1 o'clock. Matt in the building. What's good? Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do it. Let them know. Like, sub, donate. Anything you can do, like and retweet on Twitter/X. Show some love to the Doggy Dog. Appreciate you, Matt. Odin in the building. What's good? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. Odin with a 9er, and I appreciate it, man. Every dollar counts. I was planning on trying to go to Petco as well as the dog groomer. Obviously I got, lots of bills throughout the month. And every dollar counts. A bag of Paisley's dog food costs like $83. To take her to get her nails trimmed and have me self-wash her with like 3 or 4 different shampoos usually runs like $35. So anything that we can get that'll help go towards that in the next couple days is going to be fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What do you want to see for a photo? You got anything specific that you want to see? Wrestling, Chief related, Notre Dame related, Devils related, you let me know. Odin Son with a 9er. Much love, much appreciated. 91 to go. Thank you so much, man, for your love and generosity for me and for Paisley Pup. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $9 holla. 91 to go. And everyone make sure that you recognize, the signs of mental health, good and bad. And if you know that you have a trigger that is, kind of leading you towards a dark path, and that dark passenger starts to come out, you got to make sure that you're making the proper adjustments, right, to make sure that you can win the day. Exercise, get some fresh air, spend time with your pets, check up on some friends, make sure you're eating a little bit better, and, go for a walk. There's a lot of things that you can do that isn't really out of your necessarily ordinary routine. Unless you're someone that just doesn't exercise at all. But you can always make slight adjustments on trying to get out there and, better yourself in a positive way. Make sure you're taking care of your mental health. You only have one. Big facts. Let's go, baby. Daniel in the building. What's good? Let's go. Appreciate you. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Not sure what kind of matchup that we're going to end up getting here today. We had a fantastic game yesterday against Cincinnati. One of the best games that the Mariners have had all year. It might have been their best game overall, in all honesty. Just trying to be able to be locked and loaded, with pitching, with defense, obviously with power hitting, singles hitting, bullpen. Everything was really starting to come together there. And I know with Cincinnati, they probably didn't think Montas was going to get roughed up like that. That was a shock, not only to me, but I think a lot of Cincinnati Reds fans as well, including Jordan. But today is another day for Cincinnati to step up with Hunter Green. Unfortunately for the Cincinnati Reds and the Reds fans, you're going against the best pitcher the Mariners have to offer this year in Logan Gilbert, which doesn't mean that we're automatically going to win. But I have the most confidence out of Logan Gilbert out of any pitcher on the staff this season. So I'm hoping that he can get 8 to 10 Ks today. And then if he does that, then that'll give us a fantastic shot to hopefully get to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. And that's the magic number for the Seattle Mariners every single game since 2022. since we brought in Julio, George Kirby, and Cal Raleigh, if we get to 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, we're going to win 90 to 95% of the games. When we don't hit those 2 categories, we end up losing 90 to 95% of the games. Megan's in the room with a tenner. Love ya. Appreciate you so much. Here we go. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. We're at 19. 81 to go to hit the goal. Every dollar counts, especially when you have a Paisley Pup. Paisley Pup is expensive. Thank you so much. Kraken and Jets, 2-2. Keep me updated. And I might have to flip that on at some point or another. Odin and Megan, let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. All right, top of the first, we're just about to get started here with Logan Gilbert. Let's go, Walter. We need you, baby. Leading off for the Cincinnati Reds, Jonathan India. Let's go. First pitch is wide, outside, 1-0 count. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Tuesday. Ack, I gotcha. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. Great choice. Gilbert right down the middle, crushed foul, 2-1 count. L.A. De La Cruz and Logan Gilbert. I was thinking about putting Julio on the thumb, but if we only have one good pitcher, out of the 5 so far, I got to honor him and, show some love on the thumb. And we'll throw Julio and L.A. De La Cruz on the thumb tomorrow for the rubber match that'll be on at 1 o'clock, I believe, Pacific time. So it'll be a little early for Matt, but it'll be something that we get done early in the day, and then you'll have the rest of the day to do whatever you like. Fouled off, 2-2 count. Jonathan India, second baseman for the Cincinnati Reds. 182 average so far in 2024. Drop foul. Come on, baby. The goal today is 10 Ks. I know it's a little aggressive, but if anyone can do it, it's Logan Gilbert. We got 4 out of our 5 pitchers on our roster. Got him! When you get up to a K zone like that, and you can end up getting a strike 3 right out of the gates. Oh, Mariner Moose, you're out already. You're out already, baby. Yes, sir. 1K, 1 batter, 9 to go. And Logan Gilbert is one of those guys that could end up getting all 3, with punch outs right out of the gates. Let's go. I like it. Nice start for Logan Gilbert. 1K, 9 to go. Pitch right down the middle in the zone. 0-1 count. I like it. I like it, baby. Let's go. Will Benson, 241 average here in 2024. Got to watch out for him. He was super excited to get to play in the Jackie Robinson day yesterday, since the year before he got sent down a couple days before, and he ended up stepping up with a nice hit, at his first at bat. So I'm going to be looking at him all day today. And career versus Logan Gilbert, 2 for 2. He's got 2 doubles. So he's batting 1,000 against Logan Gilbert in his career. Top of the first, 0-0. 1-2 pitch on its way from Logan Gilbert to Benson. Let's go. 1-2 pitch. Pitch low and inside in the dirt. 2-2 count. Go, baby. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Let's go. Sometimes you just got to talk it into existence, baby. There we go. Not only do we start off the game with 1 strikeout for Logan Gilbert, how about 2? The first 2 batters, sit down. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That electricity right out of the gates. I love it. 2 punch outs, 2 batters. Mariner Moose is out again. Let's go. Yes, sir. Next up for the Cincinnati Reds, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Let's go. Let's punch him out as well. Let's do it. Started off with 3 strikeouts in the first inning would be fantastic. Let's go. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is low in the dirt. 1-1 count. Let's go, Logan. One pitch. Pitch is inside, but called for a strike. 1-2 count. Mariner Moose, he's out early. Normally we have the Mariner Moose coming out maybe like in the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning, not in the first inning. Let's go. Let's go, Logan. One-two pitch. Got him! Let's go! Are you kidding me? First 3 batters, all sit down with strikeouts. That's good for my mental health. Logan Gilbert, let's go. You are the best pitcher on the Seattle Mariners in 2024, and that proves it right there, baby. Just like I've been saying all year. You know, we're still waiting on Bryce Miller and George Kirby to have that consistency. Luis Castillo has been terrible. Emerson Hancock hasn't been good either, but the one guy that I can count on, Walter, a.k.a. Logan Gilbert, 3 up and 3 down, 3 strikeouts in his first 3 batters. Oh, baby. You know I love it. Bring that electricity. Let's go. Yes. I'll try to get some photos up here real quick. Let's see what we can come up with. Appreciate Odin's son with a 9er to get us started off on a good note. Appreciate you. We'll hook you up with a couple photos of your Chiefs. TK all day, Travis Kelce, best tight end in the league. I see you. Appreciate you. And then we got to hit it with the Patrick Mahomes. And we'll get Megan some hack once we get into the next commercial break. Appreciate you, Odin, very, very much. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. And batting third, second baseman Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Mariners. Appreciate you, Odin. Appreciate you, Megan. J.P. Crawford fouls one back. 0-1 count. Go, J.P. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as on YouTube. Pitches inside, 1-1 count. J.P. Crawford only batting 154 so far in 2024. We need to get that up there as close to 300 as possible. Pitches high in the zone, 2-1 count. Let's go, J.P. You got this, baby. Swag, confidence, believe in yourself. Takes a pitch right down the middle, 2-2 count. Let's go, JP. And appreciate Matt and Megan helping out on the Twitter/X, helping us out there. Appreciate you very much. And then Matt, if you could end up liking and retweeting the live stream on Twitter/X also, that would help. Little dribbler to first, one away. Next up for the Seattle Mariners, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. We need that first home run of 2024 tonight, baby. Let's go. You the man. Let's go, baby. Check swing on the first strike. Was it called strike or was that a ball? Nope. 1-0 count. Of the first, still knotted up at 0. Julio fouls one back into the crowd. 1-1 count. Let's go, J-Rod. 2-2 Kraken Jets, started the third. Who scored the goals for us, Megan? Pitches inside, 2-1 count. I mean, obviously I can, click on some links and look it up, but since I'm trying to multitask on like 5 different screens right now, I would assume it'd be easier for me just to ask you. Julio pops one foul. 2-2 count. Julio only batting 190 so far in 2024. Come on, brother. We need you. Go Mariners. Go Julio. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Hunter Green on the mound. Julio in the box. Pitches inside towards his chest. Full count, 3-2 count on Julio Rodriguez. Tata, Yanni Gord. By Cartier. 3-3. Oh, okay. Check swing. Foul. Count still 3-2. Nice. Heck yeah. Little Tomas Tata, Yanni Gord, and Ty Cartier. I love it. Nice to see them still putting in effort, even though we've been eliminated from the playoffs on the NHL side. You want to finish strong, no matter what. Bottom of the first, 1 out. Full count on Julio Rodriguez. Hunter Green on the mound. Julio in the box. Come on, J-Rod. 3-2 pitch. Julio, big swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nice big K for Hunter Green. We'll make sure we're giving the opposing pitchers and the opposing players a lot of love when they're doing well. I see you, Hunter. Nice K on Julio. Next up for the Seattle Mariners, a player that's been getting hot as of late, a switch hitter, second baseman Jorge Polanco. And I think for a while we were upset with Polanco's play as well as Mitch Garver. We brought in Polanco and Garver as free agents to fill the, some of the holes that we left with no Teoscar, no Eugenio Suarez, and Jared Kelenic. And early on, it wasn't looking very good, but at least now Polanco is starting to connect a little bit better. And he's a switch hitter. Now, as far as Mitch Garver, that might be the biggest disappointment out of everyone in the starting lineup. We need to get Mitch Garver caught up to the other match. If he can start playing like Haniger, that would be obviously good for us. But he's starting off a little slow, and hopefully he'll pick it up tonight. 3-1 count on Polanco, and he'll take a walk if needed. Don't chase if you don't need to, Jorge. I know you got that home run power, baby. Let's go. 3-1 pitch. Chop foul behind the catcher. Count is full, 3-2 count. Let's go, Jorge. Who's in net tonight, Megan? Is it Grubauer or is it Decord? And that is it. End of the first inning. We're knotted up here at 0. Go to the top of the second. Try to get some photos here for Megan now. Appreciate you. Let's go Hack. Let's go Kraken, baby. Let's go, Kraken. Defend the deep, release the Kraken. Look at that handsome guy. Let's go, baby. Defend the deep. Let's go, Kraken. Knotted up at 3. Let's win this tonight. Next up for the Cincinnati Reds in the top of the second inning. Leading off, DHing for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Batting second this inning, right fielder Jake Fraley. And batting third, playing shortstop for the Reds, the phenom Ellie De La Cruz. What's good? We're at 19, 81 to go. Third most ribbies in Major League Baseball in 2024. He's got a .321 average. He's killing it this year. Spencer Steer leading 2 out of the 3 categories besides Ellie De La Cruz for hits, average, and homers. He's up there. Popped up. 1 away. We'll take that. Next up for the Reds, right fielder Jake Fraley. Nice job by Julio. Good defense there, baby. I see you. No fly zone, baby. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 0-1 count. Chop foul ahead of the count. 0-2. Let's go. I got the Julio jersey on here tonight. I'm ready. Let's go. Top of the second, 0-0, 1 away. 0-2 pitch from Logan Gilbert. Pitches high, out of the zone, 1-2 count. Let's go, Gilbert. You already got 3 Ks so far. Pacing for 12. Appreciate that. Now I got this one, and I got the All-Star, Seattle All-Star chain. But I haven't worn that one. It's just sitting in a box. But maybe once we get to the All-Star game this year, when I call the stream, I'll put it on then. Throw it first, safe. Wow. Fraley running that one out. Infield hit by Fraley. Good effort by Jake right there, running it out. The former Mariner getting on base against his former team. I see you. Next up for the Cincinnati Reds, the phenom shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Stud. Mariners could use an Ellie De La Cruz. I'll tell you that. Pitches outside, 1-0 count to De La Cruz. Oh for 4 yesterday, but he won't be 0 for 4 today. 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Takes a strike looking, 1-1 count. One pitch from Gilbert. Pitches outside and low. 2-1 count. Let's go, Logan. We're going to need you, baby. Throw to first. Safe. Nice. That's exciting. A few weeks to end up your way, but it'll be well worth it. And thanks for sending that little behind the scenes trailer and whatnot. Very cool. I mean, I knew I was going to like it, but it exceeded every expectation that I had. Like, I already thought going in it was going to be good, like a 9 or, a very solid 8 or 9. And, after, going through it, it's perfect. It's a 10. Like, I can't wait for the next season to roll out. And when the next season rolls out, I'll probably watch it in a night or two, like a couple episodes, depending on when it debuts, and then the next day finish it off. So can't wait. 3-2 pitch. Got him. Throw to second. Got him. Double play by the Seattle Mariners. There we go. Another punch out for Logan Gilbert. And then a throw out to second by Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Mariner Moose, get out there, baby. Yes, sir. 4 Ks by Logan Gilbert. I wish our other pitchers could do that this season. Where are you, George Kirby? Where are you, Bryce Miller? Where are you, Luis Castillo? Where are you, Emerson Hancock? And then we'll get Brian Wu back sooner than later. I like it. What a start for Logan Gilbert. That's why you get on the thumb. Okay. Normally it's going to be like Julio and Ellie De La Cruz, but if I got to switch it up and throw someone else on there, I got to be able to reward the best pitcher on the squad. I see you, baby. Let's go. Nice job. All right, baby. Next up in the bottom of the second, everyone's favorite Miach, right fielder, Mitch Henniger. Go yard again, baby. Trident's up. Batting second this inning, big dumper, catcher, Cal Raleigh. And batting third, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Come on, Miach. You got to start playing like Haniger, my guy. You might be the weakest link in the lineup. So, and a lot of us are thinking, man, maybe we should have hung on to Mike Ford. He was a little bit better than you. It's still early in the season, but you need to get some chemistry, and hopefully you can start getting on base. Let's go, Miach. Let's go, Mitch. You got this, baby. Pitch is high and inside. 1-1 count. I can only wonder what our record would be without Mitch Haniger. He's been pretty good for us this season. You're not going to get home runs and base hits at every at-bat, but he's been pretty solid for us in 2024. The only thing about him is injuries. Injuries have cost him a lot of games in the last 5 years, but hopefully he'll stay healthy in 2024. 1-2 pitch. Got him. Big strikeout on Mitch Haniger. Hunter Green, I see you. 1 away. We'll get him next time, Miach. Next up for the Mariners in the bottom of the second, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Be electric, baby. Pitch is outside, low in the zone, 1-0 count. Bottom of the second, knotted up at 0. Hunter Green on the mound. Catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh in the box. Takes a strike looking. Batting .204 in 2024. We need to get that batting average up as well. Runner at first, I wish. We'll get there. Bottom of the second, 1 away. 1-1 pitch to Hunter Green. To Cal Raleigh outside, 2-1 count. Let's go, Cal. Flyers are eliminated. Pitch is inside, 3-1 count. Who's your prediction, Megan, for Stanley Cup this year? You have any idea? I mean, besides the teams that you're rooting for outside of Seattle, since we're obviously eliminated, you have a prediction or someone that you think that will be able to get there on either side? I mean, it's really going to come down to who's hot and healthy once the playoffs start. Pitch is outside for a walk for Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Here we go. Cal at first. Here we go. DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Come on, Mitch. Let's get an RBI, baby. Most strikeouts in first 50 starts for the Reds since 1993. Hunter Green, number 1 with 341. Wow. Pitches inside for a strike. 0-1 count. Come on, Garver. Oh, 1 pitch to Garv. Popped up foul, behind in the count, 0-2. Let's go, Miach. We need you. Garver popped up. Fairchild running towards the ball and gets it. Ooh, baby. That could have been close. You had 3 Cincinnati Reds running for it. No collision. Nice defense by Fairchild. 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, first baseman tonight, taking over for Ty France. With France having a day off, Luke Raley. Luke, I am your father. Let's go, Luke. It's like you don't expect anything from Luke. So if he ends up doing something, which he did yesterday, it's just cherry on top. You don't expect anything from certain players in the lineup. 185 average, 0 homers, 2 ribbies. He's not an everyday player. Plays here and there sporadically. So, if he's going to be a fill-in guy, anything positive will be good for us. Pitch outside of the zone, 1-1 count. Let's go, Luke. Pitch right down the zone, takes a strike looking, 1-2 count. Come on, Luke. Green with the 1-2 pitch. Luke! Oh, right into the 5th row. That's a souvenir. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the 2nd, 2 outs. Runner at first. Cal Raleigh. We're knotted up at 0. Hunter Green on the mound. Luke Raley in the box. Let's go, Luke. Blue Jays 5, Yankees 4. Yankees have been a better team, but the Blue Jays do have decent players on their roster. A couple years ago, the Blue Jays and the Mariners in 2022 looked like they were going to be the 2 most bright up-and-coming teams, and you could kind of sense Baltimore was coming. But we played the Blue Jays just recently and didn't really have too much luck with them. They're kind of hit or miss, like the Mariners, Toronto. Sometimes they play really, really good. Sometimes they're going to play terrible. But Yankees have been pretty spot on this season with the addition of Juan Soto. Got him. There goes Luke with the K. I see you, Hunter Green. So far, Hunter Green, 2 innings pitched, 0 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks for Hunter Green. I see you. And then let's take a look at what we got with Logan Gilbert. Logan Gilbert, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 4 Ks. So, it's a strikeout fest right now. Both pitchers got 4 Ks each early. That's a little unusual, to be in the 2nd inning and both already have 4, but we'll take it. Next up for the Cincinnati Reds, shortstop Ellie De La Cruz, 0 for 1 with a K. Batting 2nd this inning, 0 for 0, center fielder Stuart Fairchild. And batting 3rd, 0 for 0, 3rd baseman Santiago Espinal. See if I can squeeze in some fallout here for you, Megan. Great show. Highly recommend. You're looking for something new to watch. That's a good one. 10 out of 10, baby. LA De La Cruz obviously was struck out on that last inning, and then they had to throw out to second. Leading off for the Cincinnati Reds, center fielder Stuart Fairchild. 296 average, 0 homers, 2 ribbies so far in 2024. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Love you. Appreciate you. Little dribbler, JP Crawford, the Rayleigh, 1 away. There we go, baby. Nice defense by J.P. Crawford. I see you, J.P. Great defense, bud. Next up for the Cincinnati Reds, Santiago Espinal. Dribbler, Rojas to Fraley, 2 away. There we go. Nice job, Josh. 2 up and 2 down. Next up for the Reds, catcher Luke Mailey. Had to look up the pronunciation of that last name as well. M-A-I-L-E. Could have been Mail or Mailey, and that's why you got to do your research and do your due diligence so that way you know what you're doing. Top of the third, 2 outs. We're knotted up at 0. Mailey in the box, Logan Gilbert on the mound. Oh, 1 pitch from Gilbert. In the zone for a strike. Ahead of the count, 0-2. Get another K here, Logan. Thank you, Matt, with the like and the share. I appreciate that very much. As well as Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate you. Chop foul towards third base for Mailey. Logan's got really good control so far here. Not only in this matchup, but all of 2024. It seems like, he's hitting his spots in the zone almost every game, and that's what we need. 0-2 pitch. Smoke him. Got him. My goodness. Electric, baby. You know who that is? Logan Gilbert, baby. Yes, sir. Mariner Moose is out again. Let's go. 5 Ks? Pacing for 12? My guy. 5 Ks for Logan Gilbert. 4 for Hunter Green. Man, it's a pitching duel. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go to the bottom of the third inning. Seattle Mariners up due next. Made his major league debut last night. Left fielder Jonathan Clase. The only player since 1961 in the minor leagues to hit 20-plus home runs and get 70-plus stolen bases. Yes, I said that correctly. 70 stolen bags and 20-plus homers in the same season. One of the top 10 players coming in the minor leagues. Let's go, Jonathan. Batting second, third baseman, Josh Rojas, leading the team in batting average of .333. And batting third, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Let's go, J.P. Right ends up. Oh, my. Come on, Kraken. Got to find a way to get to OT. I don't know if you already typed it into the chat already. Is Gru or Decord in net? Gru, okay. Had a great game until up to this point. Pitch in the zone for a strike for Hunter Green. Come on, Jonathan. So Brittany just sent me a message saying that YouTube was having some errors. I noticed that Facebook last night was acting a little weird last night with some of my posts, but it says YouTube was fucked up for a little bit, not showing channels that you're subscribed to. You might want to send out a new live notification just in case it screwed up the live viewership. Appreciate that, Britt. Me and Britt are big Chase Elliott fans, and he finally got his first win in 2024 in like a year and a half after getting injured with a skiing snowboarding incident and prevented him from making the playoffs in the NASCAR Cup Series last year. And me and Britt got to celebrate Chase Elliott. Napa know-how with that victory. And I know we were screaming at the TV after all those cautions, and it seems like almost every single race is going into overtime nowadays. But I appreciate you, Brett, very, very much. Appreciate you. Much love. Megan with a tenner. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $10 holla. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want for photos, and I got you. And I don't know how long you're going to be able to stay in the room, Brent. You're probably busy. You got a lot of things going on. Hope your son is doing well. He's growing up so big on all the photos that I see, through socials. I hope he's doing good. And hopefully Chase Elliott can win a few more races this season. Punched his ticket, into the playoffs. But, hopefully we can get a few more and he can get back to championship form. It took him like a year and a half to get back to where he was. And it was real painful to watch him struggle last season, but he kind of screwed himself with that accident. You can't be doing the skiing and the snowboarding during the regular season during NASCAR Cup Series. And I think he realized that, but a lot of determination, a lot of grit, a new car, new handling, and he found a way. And, and we need to have Chase go back to racing aggressively. Because I think that he was a little too tentative and a little too passive, letting guys kind of go by him. We need that swagger Chase Elliott to be back. We've seen what William Byron has done, since his departure and then him coming back. Like Byron almost took his spot. So it's like him and Kyle Larson every week are winning races or getting very, very close. We need to make sure that we can have the third guy out of the total of four, join that party. They got four guys on Hendrick, right? But really only three of them are champions, or championship worthy, right? And we need to make sure Chase can get back to that. Bottom of the third, 0-0. Throw to second. Got him. Damn it. Rojas gets thrown out at second. Defense from the catchers tonight has been great. Panthers 5, Maple Leafs 2. JP Crawford pals one back. 2-1 count. We'll definitely get that for you once we get to the commercial break here. And I won't lie, I miss doing NASCAR races on Sundays, but again, we have to, do things that are going to give us the best chance for likes, subs, views, donos, and shares. And the first couple years I did it, the viewership was pretty good and whatnot. And then as we started, getting into it last year, it wasn't really good enough to continue to do those streams, especially if we have something else that's on at the same time. But I still am very, very hardcore in the NASCAR Cup Series. Hell, I even watch the trucks in the Xfinity Series. So, but I'll still definitely watch with Paisley. And then maybe one day, if the viewership gets better, we can end up doing NASCAR Cup Series races on Sundays again. I miss it. There's our guy, Napa Know-How. Good old Chase. Love me some Napa. I see you, Chase. Congratulations in that Hooters car. Sweet car. Sweet decals. JP fouls it off. 2-2 count. Oh, a souvenir. Nice. That fan got lucky. $30 seconds to go, down 4-3. Appreciate you. Popped up foul. I don't know. I'm always kind of used to, things being a little bit harder for me compared to other streamers and whatnot. But, you just have to grind. There's going to be, errors through the different programs that are being used. There's going to, be things that are going to be out of my control. Pitch is inside, 3-2 count, almost hit JP in the head. But you just got to put your head down and keep grinding. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Odin's son and Megan for stepping up with the donuts. JP, there we go. Nice. Nice base hit for JP Crawford. My guy. Yes, sir. Get your swagger back, my guy. Nice job, JP. Backdoor slider didn't connect. JP took advantage. Next up for the Mariners, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. No fly zone. Trident's up. Let's go, J-Rod. Can we get Julio's first home run in 2024, please? 188 average, 0 homers, only 5 ribbies. All the statistics are much lower than anticipated for Julio Rodriguez. 4-3 Jets final. Damn, that's tough. He did not go. 1-1 count. Bottom of the third, it's a pitching duel with Hunter Green and Logan Gilbert. 2 outs, runner at first, 1-1 count to Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 1-2 count. Come on, Julio. Focus, baby. Let's go, J-Rod. We need you, baby. Trident's up. Show me that electricity. Takes a ball inside. Good eye, Julio. 2-2 count. Bottom of the third, 2-2 pitch. Julio fouls it off. Souvenir for a fan. Two-two pitch to Julio. Pitch is high. And inside, 3-2 count. Count is full. Take a walk if needed, my guy. I know how bad you want to be able to hit your first home run and you want to help the team out, but you're definitely pressing. Just let the game come to you, all right? Just be free with it. No pressure. Easier said than done when you don't have a homer yet and you're already, 17, 18 games in. Fouls one off. Count still stays 3-2 on that slider. Bottom of the third, we're knotted up at 0. 2 outs. Runner at first. Let's go, Julio. Let's go, J-Rod. It's either a slider or a four-seam fastball that are trying to attack Julio with Hunter Green. We're at 29. Let's get to a hundo. Julio, yes! There we go. Nice job, Julio, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I had to get a new photo for Julio, and he definitely stuck it out right there. Got a nice bloop single. There we go. Move that runner over. Nice job, Julio. Next up, second baseman, Jorge Polanco. I mean, shit, I got the Julio jersey on today instead of King Griffey Jr., so we gotta make sure he does something. Let's go. Yeah, easier said than done when you're a superstar, though. You know, rookie of the year, you know, top 10 player, you know, a top 5 in popularity. You know, there's not very many guys that are more popular than Julio overall. You know, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, you know, those guys are up there. Acuna has been gaining some steam. You know, Mookie Betts, you know, Freddie Freeman. You know, there's going to be a lot of guys, you know, but Julio is one of the more popular players, you know, not only from the kids, but the adults. We just need him to live up to these expectations. Man, that would be that'd be wild. I don't even necessarily need to be a player. You know, just give me a job to be able to do something in the booth. Runners on the corners. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Polanco. Yeah, we'd both be either in the booth, right? Or we would both be, you'd be like the assistant, we'd have to go through the statistics and the analytics. So Scott Service gets fired, bring us in and we'll turn that shit around. Got to have that intelligence. You got to be a good play caller. You got to be able to have no strategy, analytics, statistics, momentum, vibes. Runners on the corners, bottom of the third, 0-0, Reds and the Mariners. Hunter Green on the mound, Jorge Polanco in the box. 2-0 count, runners on the corners, first and third, 2 outs, 2-0 pitch from Green. Polanco fouls one back, 2-1 count. Let's go, Jorge. We were pissed off, on how shitty you were doing in like the first 10, 11 games, but in the last 4 or 5, you've really stepped it up. Nice job. Switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Come on, baby. Come on, Jorge. Oh, Julio's trying to steal a bag. There we go. Julio, no throw. Julio when he took off. Julio when he went into second base. Safe, baby. Nice job, Julio. Way to be electric. Now we got runners at second and third. We're going to score, hopefully, this inning. Let's go. Bottom of the third, runners at second and third, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Come on, Polanco. Good eye. Pitch is low and outside. Full count, 3-2 count. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. We'll get Megan some photos here once we get to commercial break. 3-2 pitch. Jorge fouls it off. Good souvenir for a fan out there. Now it still stays 3-2. Let's go, Polanco. Let's go, Polo. Bring that electricity and heat and make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Very, very important to make sure that you can win the day. There we go. Pitch is low and inside. Polanco. Polanco got those good eyes, baby. Base is loaded. And guess who's up? Our favorite Miach, right fielder, Miach, Mitch Haniger. He went yard last night. We know he can hit dingers. This would be amazing here if we could get a grand salami. I'm not asking for one, but if we get one, that would be great. But I'll take just an RBI to get started. Let's go. I'll take a 1-0 lead. Doesn't have to be 4-0. Big swing and a miss. He was going for the fences on that first pitch. Behind in the count, 0-1. Strikeout in the second. He's batting .281 with 3 homers and 11 ribbies in 2024. Come on, Mitch. Pitch is inside. 1-1 count. Let's go, Hanny. .73 pitches for Hunter Green already in the third inning. Big swing and a miss for Haniger. Green just smoked him on that pitch. Behind in the count, 1-2. Come on, Miach. Come on, baby. Get an RBI. We don't even need to be greedy and ask for a grand slam. Just get an RBI and keep the game going. Come on. Even take a walk if needed. I know it's a 1-2 count now, but come on, Mitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Woof, that was close. Oh, Haniger struck out swinging. Brutal. We leave 3 runners stranded, and hopefully that doesn't happen too often. Otherwise, we're not going to win tonight. But he ripped it. Nice job by Hunter Green. Man, that's tough. End of the 3rd inning, we're still knotted up at 0. Got to give a lot of love to Hunter Green. He smoked him. Leaving them bases loaded tough. All right, 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 Ks for Hunter Green. I see you. And then with Logan Gilbert is at 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 5 Ks. So we got 11 Ks combined, even though Green ended up having bases loaded there. Tough. Some photos up here for Megan during the commercial break. Ooh, there we go. Appreciate you very much. Jonathan India at bat. Little dribbler to JP Crawford. Throw to first. Got him. 1 away. There we go. Nice job by Logan Gilbert. Next up for the Reds, left fielder Will Benson. Nice. Anything to add to the wardrobe is always good. Let's try to get those likes up as well. We're at, we need 4 more to get to 10. So if we can end up trying to get to at least 15 before the game is over, that'll be the goal. And then if we can get to 15, we'll try to get to 20, depending on how many people we have. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And if you're watching on the Twitter/X side, you'd have to go to the YouTube side to do that. But it would be greatly appreciated. Awesome. Please do. Top of the 4th, we're knotted up at 0. Benson in the box, 0 for 1. Logan Gilbert on the mound. Let's go, Logan. Oh, nice. And it's got the like kind of the wool collar and whatnot. Looks good. I like it. Big swing and a miss. Another K for Logan Gilbert. Wool line. Logan Gilbert with another K, baby. Mariner Moose, baby. Let's go. Next up for the Reds, first baseman Christian Encarnacion Strand. Pitch in the zone for a strike. I like it. It looks good. It looks comfortable. It looks warm. And I see the Grogu right there by your ear. Collectibles all day, every day. For not only Megan, but for me as well. Pitch is high and in the zone. 2-1 count. Encarnacion Strand pops up. Back. Julio against the wall. No fly zone. 3 up and 3 down. There we go. Nice job, Julio. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Mariners, 0 for 0 with the base on ball. Big dumper. Catcher, Cal Raleigh. Batting second, 0 for 1. DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. And batting third, 0 for 1 with a K, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. I mean, at some point, if Mitch Garver keeps playing terrible, move Cal Raleigh into the DH spot and then bring up Harry Ford and have him be the new catcher. You know, we should have never got rid of Tom Murphy, but it is what it is. Let's go. Denny in the building rooting for the Reds. What's good? Let's take a look at the stat line. All right, Logan Gilbert, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 6 Ks. Fantastic. That's what I talk about. Electricity, the best pitcher on the Mariners by a lot. And then let's take a look at Hunter Green. Hunter Green, 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. So we got 12 Ks combined. Obviously, there's a reason why the game is still at 0-0, but once the starting pitchers go out, then it's going to be a whole new ball game, and it'll be a race for probably about 3 innings to see whoever does better in a 3-inning stretch, you know, in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and whoever does is going to win this game, more than likely. Let's go. And hopefully that's the Mariners. Go, Cal. Pitch is inside. 1-1 count. One pitch. Fouled off. 1-2 count. Come on, Cal. 2-2 pitch. Cal pops it up. Routine play for Cincinnati. 1 away. Next up for the Seattle Mariners, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Go, Mitch. Go, Miach. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. Shout out to Matt, Lauren, and Megan for helping out on the Twitter/X side. I appreciate that very much. Oh, Garver just got hit by a pitch. We'll take it. We'll take that. Hey, you know, it might not be ideal, but it's not like he can really hit that well at the moment. So we'll take it. Garv to first, getting hit by a pitch. I'll take it. Nice. As long as he doesn't get injured. Hit him in the shoulder. He's all right. Next up, first baseman, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Let him know. Try to get to 10 likes, and then once we get to 10, let's see if we can try to get to 15 before the stream is over. All right, no problem. I appreciate you and your support. Thank you so much. I'll be here for another, maybe hour and a half if you decide to come back. Appreciate you. Big swing and a miss. Behind in the count, 0-2. Come on, Luke. Shout out to Megan for being an MVP. Pitch is outside, 1-2 count. Okay, no worries. Thank you so much for your support. And keep me updated on any new Fallout news or Seahawks or Mariners or Kraken. Appreciate you. 1-2 pitch from Green. On the corner for the zone. Got him. There goes Luke Raley. Nice strikeout by Hunter Green. Right on the outside corner. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder, Jonathan Clase. Let's go, Jonathan. Clase. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Almost to the wall. Go, 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 go. They called him out, but he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. Now he's safe. Okay. They originally called him out, and then he was safe. 1-0 Mariners. Yes. Clase with another RBI, making a difference. Jonathan, my guy. This is going to end up being one of the new, players for the Mariners that I feel that will be a big, big fan favorite, especially producing like this already. Nice job, Jonathan. My guy. Let's go. Hell yeah, 1-0 Mariners. Class A. Class is in session, baby. Yes, sir. I love it. Next up, third baseman Josh Rojas. Ooh, almost hit him. Pitches inside. 3-0 count. Oh, we're starting to get into him now. Let's go. No problem. Appreciate you. Walked him. Uh-oh. Here we go, Mariners. Rojas walked. I like it. Jonathan Clase, baby. Yes, sir. Rojas. And now we get to the top of the order. Shortstop J.P. Crawford. This is a big point in the game right now. See if we can get a little bit of insurance. Let's go, J.P. Clase, baby. It's awesome when you end up getting a new player coming up from AAA and they produce immediately within the first 2 games, already making a difference. And if we end up winning this game, it'll be because of him. It's awesome. Strike 3. Got him. The damage was done, though. 1-0 Mariners. Go, baby. End of the 4th inning, 1-0 Mariners. Let's go, baby. Top of the 5th, leading off for the Cincinnati Reds. Batting cleanup, 0 for 1, DHing Spencer Steer. Batting second, 1 for 1, the former Mariner right fielder, Jake Fraley. And batting third, 0 for 1 with a K, shortstop phenom Eli De La Cruz. Let them know. Try to get to 10 likes on the stream. Let's see where we're at right now. Hopefully we're getting closer to that number. Majority of the people are watching on the Twitter/X right now, and the YouTube was having some problems with their notifications. So it looks like we need 3 more to get to 10. Hopefully we can get there. go, Logan. Pitches outside, 1-1 count. In the box. 0 for 1 with a fly out in the second. Season average 316, 3 homers. Spencer Steer. Steer and L.A. De La Cruz have been the consistent pieces for Cincinnati so far in 2024. And Matt, we're going to have an early game tomorrow. And then Thursday, we'll see what we have for news and what's going on. And we might take Thursday off, possibly. Thursday, we got the Kraken and the Wild at 4 o'clock on ESPN, so we may do that. Or we may take the day off. But tomorrow's game is going to be early for you since you're in Hawaii. So we play at 1:10. That'll be 10:10 your time. And we got Bryce Miller against Abbott. So just a heads up. We're at 29. 71 to go. Nice base knock right there by Spencer Steer. See if they get a little bit of momentum. Next up, right fielder Jake Fraley. Double play. Hit him with 1. Hit him with 2. Got him. Oh, safe at first. No. Ooh. Fielder's choice, runner out. But what about the guy on first, though? 2 away. Next up, L.A. De La Cruz. Pitch is inside, 1-0 count for L.A. De La Cruz. Top of the 5th, 1-0 Mariners. Runner at first, De La Cruz. Nice bloop single. Runner goes from first to third with only 1 out. Uh-oh. Both hitters are starting to get a little hot there on the pitchers now. De La Cruz, I see you. I knew he was going to get a hit at some point. You're not going to go 0 for 8, in 2 games against the Mariners. Ellie, I see you. Next up for Cincinnati center fielder today, Stuart Fairchild. Pitch is outside, but called a strike. Let's go Mariners. Top of the 5th, runners on the corners at first and third, 1 out, 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Logan baited him right there. Ahead of the count, 0-2. Let's go, Logan. Logan's got 6 Ks. Hunter Green's got 8 Ks. We have a combined 14 Ks by both pitchers. It's been a pitching duel right from the get-go. Let's get Fairchild out right here. Let's go, baby. Smoke him. Let's go, Logan. Let's go, Walter. Pitch is inside. 1-2 count. Fairchild 0 for 1 so far tonight. Logan Gilbert on pitch number 58. Got plenty of pitches to go. Throw to first. The L.A. De La Cruz safe. Go, baby. Let's go. Logan. Top of the fifth. Runners on the corners. 1 out. 1-0 Mariners. 1-2 pitch. Pitch low in the dirt. Ellie De La Cruz steals a bag. Stolen base. Now you got runners at second and third. They're threatening with a 2-2 count. Come on, baby. Chopper. Rayleigh scores. We're knotted up at 1. Day in the building. What's good? It's been a pitching duel so far. The Reds just tied it up 1-1. Pitchers have been doing fantastic today. Hunter Green, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 8 Ks. Logan Gilbert, 4.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 6 Ks. So we got a combined 14 Ks. And so it's been a pitcher's duel, but again, Clase doubled to center. You know, our brand new AAA player we just promoted from AAA yesterday, making big plays already in the first 2 games of his MLB career, 1-0. And then after he doubled, Clase, Garver scored. And then Fairchild grounded out to second. Fraley scored De La Cruz to third. And we're now knotted up at 1. How did the Guardians do? Did they win or lose? How was that game? Top of the fifth, we're knotted up at 1. Runners at third, 2 away. 1-2 pitch from Logan Gilbert. Smoke him. Chopper, routine play. J.P. Crawford, Rayleigh got him. There we go. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're knotted up at 1. And everything will be up at the top of the screen with the scoreboard as well. All right, baby. Next up for the Seattle Mariners in the bottom of the 5th inning, 1 for 2 with a K, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. First homer of 2024. Trident's up. Batting second, 0 for 1, base on ball with a K. Second baseman, switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Polo. And batting third, 0 for 2. With 2 Ks, right fielder, Mitch Haniger. Let's go, Miach. We need you. And everyone, make sure you take care of your mental health. Depression, anxiety, addiction is nothing to play around with. Make sure you're doing the right things every day to win the day. Let's go, Mariners. Nice. That's tough, you know, when you give up that many runs, but you were able to come back late and win 10-7. Nice. Congrats. All right, come on, Julio. We need you, baby. We're still looking for Julio Rodriguez's first home run in 2024. A little alarming. We're 18 games in and he doesn't have at least one, but you know, it is what it is. It's a long season. Bottom of the fifth, we're knotted up at 1. Very competitive here. Could definitely go either way. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Our goal on every stream is to try to get to 20 to 30, depending on how many people we have in the room. There we go. Julio with a nice hit. Needs 2 more to get to 10. And obviously YouTube had some errors this evening where they weren't giving out the notifications, and there was some some type of YouTube internal error. So I think the viewership is a little bit lower here tonight than normal, but it's all right. And hopefully people will come through at some point or another before the game is over. Bottom of the fifth, knotted up at 1. Nice hit by Julio Rodriguez. Nice job, J-Rod. Wasn't a homer, but we'll take base hits. And that was one thing that you were just striking out, popping up, and grounding out. So even though you're not homering, you're getting on base, and that's all we could ask for. Get that batting average up. Stop pressing so hard. Let the game come to you. Be patient in the box, and eventually those home runs will end up coming. We're at 29, 71 to hit the goal. 0-1 pitch to Jorge Polanco. Pitch is high and inside. 1-1 count. Let's go, Jorge. Moose is out, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Polanco. And we have a good opportunity to start roughing up the Reds now since their starting pitcher just went down. Hunter Green, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 8 Ks. But he got up to 98 pitches, so they wanted to pull him before he was going to go like 6 innings. Because if he was going to go 6, he'd be at like 120 or 130 pitches, and they have a pitch count on every pitcher. So now Pagan is in. We should be able to rough him up, I hope. 1-2 count. Pagan on Polanco. Let's go. Bottom of the fifth, knotted up at 1. Big swing and a miss. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 1 away. Next up for the Seattle Mariners, everyone's favorite Mitch, right fielder, Mitch Haniger. Let's go, baby. Trident's up. Be electric, my guy. You got that home run power. I believe him and Polanco are tied for the lead with homers with 3 so far this season, which isn't a lot, but, again, the season is long. 276 average, 3 homers, 11 ribbies so far in 2024. Let's go, Miach. Bottom of the fifth, 1-1 Mariners and Reds knotted up. 1 out, runner at first. 1-0 pitch from Pagan. Yeah, baby. Go, go, go. Runners on the corners, baby. Yes. Let's go. Nice job, Haniga. Next up for the Seattle Mariners, big dumper, catcher, Cal Raleigh. This would be an amazing time for Cal to go yard. Not saying that he will, but it would be awesome if he does. One of my favorite players on the team, Cal Raleigh. Go, big dumper. Bottom of the fifth, 1-1, runners on the corners at first and third, 1 out. First pitch right down the middle. Ooh, he missed a strike there. Should have been a strike call by the ump, but called the ball. 0 for 1 with a walk in the second. Cal underachieving, 200 average, 2 homers and 4 ribbies so far in 2024. Would be a great opportunity for an RBI. A sac fly, a home run, and a normal traditional RBI. I'll take it. 1-0 pitch. Chop foul. That's a fantastic souvenir for a fan. Let's go, Cal. Bring that electricity, baby, in the box. 1-1 pitch to Raleigh. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1-2 count. Come on, Cal. 1-2 pitch. Good eye. Pitch is high and outside. 2-2 count. Lots of four-seamers and splitters. Pitches outside. Good eye by Cal Raleigh. Not swinging at that garbage. Count is full. 3-2 count. Bottom of the fifth. 1-1 game. Runners on the corners at first and third with only one out. Take a walk if needed. Come on, Cal. Come on, Cal. Take a walk if needed. You don't got to swing for the fences. You don't got to be the hero. You don't got to have that Julio Rodriguez syndrome where you always have to be the hero on every play. There we go. Good eye. Nice job. There we go. Nice job, Cal. Good eyes. Bases loaded with one out. We should be able to get at least one run in this inning as long as it's not a double play here, which is something that Mitch Garver typically does. Hopefully we won't hit into a double play here, though. Next up for the Mariners, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Come on, Mitch. Got a meeting at the mound. Come on, Mitch. Garver and Polanco, both formerly of the Minnesota Twins, but most recently with the Texas Rangers and winning a World Series last year with them. Come on, Garv. You've been probably the biggest disappointment out of any player on the Mariners in 2024 so far. You know, a lot of us are kind of wishing we had Mike Ford still at the DH position. But again, if he keeps struggling, at some point, Harry Ford will get called up to catcher, and then we can move Cal Raleigh to DH, and I'm completely fine with that. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is inside. 2-0 count. Hagan losing some control. Bottom of the fifth. We're knotted up at 1-1. Bases loaded. Only one out. 2-0 count. Let's go, Mariners. Not the most ideal hitter to have in the box. Probably the weakest one that we have on the roster, but you never know. Takes a strike looking. 2-1 count. 0 for 1 with a run so far with Garv. He did get hit by a pitch earlier in the game. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Love you. Appreciate you. Pitch is low, in the dirt. 3-1 count. And we need 3 more likes to get to 10. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet and you're on the YouTube side, please do. If you're on the Twitter/X side, you'd have to go to the YouTube channel to do it. And if you would do that, that would be greatly appreciated. There we go. Ball 4. We just get a 3-1 there. There we go. 2-1 Mariners. Yes. Nice job, Mitch. You didn't even have to swing or do anything. Hell yeah. Next up, first baseman, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. See if they have another pitching change here. The gun is done. Love it. Let's go. And then right after Luke, if Luke can get on base, or even if he gets out, right, we still got bases loaded. Hopefully he gets an RBI. But if for whatever reason he doesn't, then we got the phenom, top 10, minor league player, in Major League Baseball that just got called up yesterday, Jonathan Clase has been money in his first 2 games. And he's been a bright spot for us. He's already batting .333. He's 1 for 2 today. Had his first hit last night in his first game with an RBI. He's an RBI machine, and we need that lift in the lineup. So, the Mariners need to realize that, if it's working out for Jonathan Clase, who is the number 10 ranked minor league player out of all the teams, and then we brought him up from AAA. If he's having this type of success, we definitely need to consider Harry Ford or anyone else that is close to give us a little bit of juice offensively and defensively in the lineup. Should have probably started Clase at the beginning of the year, but again, sometimes you got to suck first, and then to be able to look elsewhere, and then you got to start bringing guys up from, single A, high A ball, double A, or triple A. Let's go. They're already on their third pitcher. They started off with Hunter Green, and he had a good game up to that point. We roughed him up in 1 inning, but 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 8 Ks for Hunter Green. 98 pitches, pitched before he got pulled. Then Pagan just went in there for .1, got fucked up, and now Wilson is in, Justin Wilson. So they're on their third pitcher now. Let's go, Luke. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Mariners. Bases loaded with 1 out. We should be able to get to at least 3 with 2 outs to go, as long as we don't have a double play here. And I'm pretty fucking confident in Jonathan Clase, this AAA phenom. If he gets up to bat, you have confidence that he can get a hit almost every single time. And that's what we were hoping for guys like, Julio and JP at the beginning of the year. Big swing and a miss, behind in the count, 0-2. And Logan Gilbert is still in there. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 6 Ks. The best pitcher for the Mariners in 2024. Luis Castillo is trash. Bryce Miller and George Kirby are hit or miss, either really, really good or really, really bad. And Emerson Hancock isn't very good. He's kind of hit or miss as well. But we're waiting for Brian Wu to take that 5-hole spot. And there goes Luke Raley, 2 away. Mark in the building. What's good? A good question. I don't know. I mean, it's too early. We'll have to see what happens after Logan Gilbert goes out, and that'll be an opportunity for Cincinnati to catch up. But so far, it looks like we have a very good chance to win this. Let's go. Next up, the AAA phenom that just got called up yesterday, Jonathan Clase, the left fielder. Let's go. Got his first hit last night, got an RBI last night, got another hit and an RBI today. He's a hit RBI machine. Wish we would have started him at the beginning of the year, but I don't think that the Mariner fan base or the Mariners themselves, thought that the team would be doing so shitty in the first 17 or 18 games. But at least Julio got his average above 200. JP 162, Julio 212, Polanco 197, Haniger 288, Kyle Raleigh 200, Garver 152, Raley 167, Clase 333, and Rojas 355. And then Ty France is doing well also, but he's got the day off. So, Lauren in the building, what's good? Man, this is going to be some of the Mariner fan base, the new favorite player on the team. Anybody that can defend, and it hurts, for like Dominic Canzone or anyone else that we would have in left field, there, popped up, foul. But again, if you're going to get hits and you're going to defend and you're getting RBIs and eventually he's got home run power and he's got speed on the bags, he's a guy kind of like a Julio where he can get over 20 home runs. He got over 20 home runs and 70 stolen bags in 2023, in the minor leagues. And that's the first player to do that since in 1961. So this Clase kid could be a real big addition, not only temporarily, but moving forward for the rest of the year. And if that means that Dominic Canzone, after he comes back from injury, has to be a backup, so be it. You got to earn it out there, right? Clase popped up. We leave 3 stranded, but we ended up taking the lead 2-1. Let's go. What's good, Lauren? Wife and son obviously getting situated so you can watch a little bit of the game now. Hopefully, Mariners. End of the fifth, 2-1 Seattle. Let's go. Let's see who's up for the Cincinnati Reds. All right, due up for the Cincinnati Reds in the top of the sixth, 0 for 1 with a K. Catcher, Luke Mainley. Batting second, 0 for 2 with a K. Second baseman, Jonathan India. And batting third, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, left fielder, Will Benson. Let's go, Mariners. It happens, bases loaded. You're not going to get guys coming in, every time. And the Mariners have struggled with hitting. I mean, we're 7-10. So, we've gotten a lot of double plays against us. We've left guys stranded at first and third, second and third, first, second, and third. So, anytime that you can get anything, you got to be patient. You're not going to be able to drive in runs, every single time. But we did have bases loaded earlier, and then we had a walk, and then we ended up getting a free one. So it's not like we didn't get anything, in that half inning. We ended up getting one. The game was close. It's a pitching duel, right? And now Hunter Green is out. The Reds are struggling now because they're on their third pitcher. Logan Gilbert is still in there. And, as long as Logan keeps going, he's only at 64 pitches in. He can go for a few more innings. So this plays into the hands of the Seattle Mariners. So, baseball is the hardest sport to play besides golf, based on, anyone can drive the ball. But for putting, very, very difficult. And hitting a baseball, you could argue, might be the hardest thing to do in sports. Defending, pitching, and hitting. Extreme caliber athletes that these guys are. To be an athlete and play basketball and football is hella much easier. Like I said, to play baseball, I don't think people really realize how hard it is. You could be a multimillionaire, right, and bat 300. That means you get 3 hits out of 10. If you bat 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 10, you might be unemployed. So think about that for a second. Nobody's going 7 out of 10 and batting 700. The best players in the league are going 3 for 10, sometimes 4 for 10, but not usually for a whole season. So definitely a difficult sport, man. Let's go. Yeah, you must not watch Mariner baseball. A lot of us have been watching since, the 80s. So, if it's something to do with your parlay, well, your parlay's fucked, my guy. The Mariners normally aren't going to score a lot of runs. We try to get to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. That's the equation for us to get a dub. But, a lot of times if we don't get 5 runs or 7 to 10 hits, we're going to lose 95% of the games. If we get 5 runs and we get 7 to 10 hits, we're going to win 90 to 95% of the games. So. True North Trident, appreciate you. Thanks for the like and the share on the Twitter/X. Appreciate you. Pitches inside, 2-1 count. Yeah, I already knew you're a fake fan. You're not a real one. You're just a guy that's just trying to win money. Fake Mariner fan. I can always tell if someone is actually a real fan or if they're just doing a parlay. I could read you like a book. Don't be mad because you're not going to get your money, my guy. Coming in here bitching and whining that we left guys stranded with bases loaded. It happens. It's not like the Mariners are, 12-5 right now and we're a top team. We're 7-10. We're not good. We got a long ways to go. Nice catch. 2 away. Yeah, but maybe no parlay, but you got bets involved. See? I'll read you like a book, my guy. Next up, Will Benson. Top of the 6, 2-1 Mariners. Chopped. Throw to first. Got him. stop acting like you know baseball. Stop acting like you know baseball and you know the Mariners. You don't. You can watch the game somewhere else. Oh, baby. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. Let's go, baby. No fakes here. You want to bitch and moan and complain about your parlay or your bet, you can do that somewhere else. Next up for the Seattle Mariners in the bottom of the 6th, 1-for-1 with a base on ball. Third baseman, Josh Rojas. Batting second, 1-for-3 with a K. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And batting third, 2-for-3 with a run and a K. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Try dance up, baby. No fake fans here. Let's go. He said, good old Will Smith. Sad when you got a toxic person in your life, how it can ruin your career. You know, I wish that he was strong enough to, you know, no matter how much love he's got in his heart, you know, but when you got someone that doesn't respect you, that talks down to you, right? Even if you have kids together, you know what I mean? At some point, you know, like, does he think that he can't find like someone good? You're fucking Will Smith. You mean your career might be over, you know, based on the slap that you did, you know what I mean? And people are going to look at you, you know, differently. And obviously, you know, people are pushed to do things based on what happens to them. He should have had more self-control. You know, I don't think it's all 100% on him. You know, it's obviously all the shit that he had to go through and he blew up at the wrong person. But come on, my guy. Will Smith, he needs to do better. Top of the screen, Mark. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1 Mariners. 1-for-1 for Josh Rojas. 2-0 pitch. Popped up. Back to the wall. Warning track, 1 away. Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I don't know if I'll be watching that. First 2 bad boys were good. Next up, shortstop, J.B. Crawford. Up foul. Go, J.P. Go, JP. There we go. Right past the third baseman, JP and Julio starting to get hot. And don't you, for a second, think that Jonathan Clase has, you know, upped the ante and put the pressure on. You know, Ty France has been doing good. Haniger is doing good. Rojas is doing good. Clase is doing good. Now, at the top of the order, Polanco is starting to get hot. Now, instead of having 1 or 2 players being hot, we're getting about half the team. So that's what we need if we want to go on a little bit of a run. Nice job, JP. Let's go, Julio. Things are starting to come together. JP, Julio, Polanco, Haniger. We're still waiting on Cal Raleigh. We're still waiting on Garver and Rayleigh, right? France has got the night off. Clase is amazing. You know, class is in session. Rojas has been fantastic, #1 in batting average, right? So here we go. Do we have another pitching change? How many pitchers are they going through? Now they have Cruz coming in, like that's going to make a difference. They needed Hunter Green to go like 6 or 7 innings to have a chance. Not saying that they're going to lose. They could still come back and win. But based on us heating up, right, and the way that we've been playing, and depending on how long Logan Gilbert can go, let's look at how many pitches he's at. He's at 72. So technically he could end up going another inning after this, you know, depending on who we have, you know, for our bullpen. We still don't have Matt Brash. And you just wait. Once we get Brash back, we're going to start doing much better. You know, we don't have to rely on some of the other guys in the bullpen. You know, we can have Logan Gilbert go 6 or 7, go to Brash for an inning or 2, and go to Munoz, boom shakalaka, game over. Let's go, baby. And then tomorrow we play at 1:10, which will be 10:10 for Matt in Hawaii. And we got Bryce Miller going against Andrew Abbott. Andrew Abbott is 1-1 with a 2.60 ERA. And Bryce Miller 2-1 with a 1.96 ERA. So, Logan Gilbert's our best pitcher this year. I think George Kirby and Bryce Miller are hit or miss, but normally it's more hit than miss, right? And the only shitty one right now is Luis Castillo, and I already told people at the beginning of the year that I thought that he shouldn't be the opening day starter. I think he's the fourth best pitcher. He was good early on when we got him in Julio Cal and George Kirby's rookie year, but since then, last year and this year, he's on a decline. And I know that, he can be an all-star Cy Young type of guy, but he just doesn't have it this year. I think, like I said, I would go Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Castillo, and then we got to get rid of Emerson Hancock. He's not good. And hopefully Brian Wu can come back and fill that hole. Big swing and a miss for Julio. Come on, baby. Let's go, J-Rod. Let them know if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Wild pitch. There we go. Crawford advances to second. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Okay, we just got to 10. All right, let's try to get to 15. And then if we can get to 15, then we can try to get to 20. But we'll go for 15 just based on YouTube's error that they had an hour, 2 hours ago with the notification. So we're a little lighter here in the room than we normally are, but we got 33 people watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all on the Twitter side as well as the YouTube side. Much love. Big swing and a miss. Julio strikes out swinging, and normally I would be angry with that, but again, it's not like he's 0 for 3. He's actually been producing in the last couple games, so Julio 2 for 4 today, got his average above 200, and that's what I'm talking about. Chip away, baby, chip away. Next up, second baseman, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 2, let's make it 1 for 3. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1 Mariners, runner at second, 2 away. Let him know. Pitch is inside. 1-1 count. I'd be coming at you from the work bathroom. I'd be hitting the number 1 and the number 2s. I feel that she was getting burnt out and whatnot, and not as focused. And and like I said, if I have a lead mod, I need someone that's not going to be unfocused. Especially if we're only streaming for like 2 hours and 30 minutes. On the daily. I need to make sure that whoever's the lead mod is on the same page with me. And I feel that the focus wasn't there. There was other things that were going on. Like other streams that were watched or other things that were going on, and the focus wasn't there. So she didn't want to do the responsibilities anymore. So Matt is the one that is the lead now moving forward. I wish the best for her. Hopefully, things are going to get better for her, whatever she decides to do and whatnot. But again, I need to have everybody on the same page with the mods, especially the lead mod. Like I said, it's like if I'm the owner, I need to have the manager or the vice president, on the same page with me. I can't have the person that's supposed to be number 2 to the NWSF and unfocused and not motivated to do the responsibilities. So. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1 Mariners. And, and especially if, you're in that position for a couple years and you're someone like me that grinds it out like a madman. It's not like I stream once a week. I'm streaming almost every day. So to be a lead mod for me or any other streamer that's above 10,000 subs or 20,000 subs, there's a responsibility there. It's going to be work. I need to make sure that we are having people, doing the like, sub, comment, donate, share, making sure that they're engaged in the chat, not someone that is gonna, just do it once or twice throughout the stream and just, not paying attention to the game or what's going on in the room. So there we go. But I do wish her the best. And again, this is a very demanding job, to be a mod or a lead mod. And, hopefully things will get better for her mental health. And I hope she's doing good. There we go, Mariners. But right now, Matt will be the one taking over the responsibilities moving forward. And then we have Elliot and a few others and Megan that are the backup. There we go, Mariners. Reflect with a 3-er. Class A, baby. JP, Julio, everyone is coming to play. Let's go. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $3 holla. Let's go. Jonathan, Class A. I feel just the fact that we brought up Class A, the whole vibe changed. More pressure, bring in a top 10 minor league player up from AAA. Dominic Canzone got hurt, so this opportunity came about. But I think it's motivating the other players in the lineup. Like, hell, if this Class A guy's coming in and he's already getting hits at his first game and RBIs in his first 2, we need to step up. JP, Julio, Haniger, not everyone has been up to speed, but Rojas has been good. Ty France has been good. Haniger has been good, right? JP, Julio, and Polanco have been struggling, in the first 10, 11 games, but within the last 2 or 3, those guys have been heating up. So that's exactly what we want to see. JP's looking good. Julio's looking good. Polanco's good. Haniger's good. Cal Raleigh still struggling. Garver still struggling. Rayleigh still struggling. Class A, phenomenal. Rojas leading the team in batting average. So, but then if Class A now, depending on what he does, at some point or another, he'll probably be a 300 hitter. So I like what I see, out of the Mariners. And Logan Gilbert, the best pitcher on the staff this year in 2024, is looking phenomenal. And thank God that we got him. 3-1 Mariners. Let's go, baby. Haniger. Let's go. Single to center. Crawford scored. Polanco to second. Yeah, baby. And we've gotten a lot of guys stranded, but that's okay. There was times where we couldn't even get anybody on base, and then we were only scoring like 1 or 2 runs. So for us to leave bases loaded stranded after we got a walk to come in for a run, that's okay. At least we got 1 instead of none, right? And then we just left a couple others stranded, but we got 1. So when you're a team that is clicking, you're going to leave guys on base. That's just what happens. But you want to make sure you're leaving guys on base, but also once in a while knocking something in. You don't want to just have guys stranded every single inning. Then that gets frustrating, and then you get depressed, right? But, we're doing a little bit of both. Like, the guys are getting stranded, but we're not getting discouraged because we're still getting, runs and hits. Maybe not as many runs as we would want, in that type of occasion, but we're still chipping away, and we're ahead 3-1, and it looks like we're going to win this, and we're going to win the fucking series. And we got tomorrow, we got fucking who? Bryce Miller. It's Miller time, baby. Let's go. Who's squad in the building? You already know what it is. End of the 6th inning, 3-1 Mariners. And we're starting to actually look like the fucking Mariners, like with the potential that we should have had. And again, it's a long fucking season. Some people are freaking out like we only have 60 games overall. There's 162. But even with that being said, this is much, lower of the expectations than anyone anticipated. It's probably the worst start, that we were anticipating in probably the last 5 or 10 years. In other years prior to making the playoffs, we had no expectations. We just, hoped one day that we could break the playoff streak and be respectable, right? Now, after making the playoffs and then not making it last year, which we should have, if we would have been better in the first 60 games, we could have made it as a wild card team. But a lot of those
close one-run games that we lost, the games in extra innings, the inability to get runs, the inability to pitch. Now we're starting to kind of put it together. And like I said, I feel that the number one reason things are getting better is Jonathan Clase. I feel that, when you bring a guy up like that, who's a phenom, and he produces right away, it gives you energy and swagger like we have another Julio on the team. And essentially we do. We got a guy that can run. We got a guy that can defend. We got a guy that can hit and hit for power. So hopefully Harry Ford will come up. And if that means Mitch Garver goes to the bench and Cal Raleigh is our everyday DH, let's do it. And, if Clase's doing good, let's bring up Harry Ford. Why the fuck not? If we would have had Tom Murphy, then I wouldn't even have to worry about this shit. Because Murphy would be our DH or the backup catcher. But again, Cal Raleigh, sometimes, you're going to hit, but other times you're going to be ice cold. And this year, you're not really going deep. You're kind of grounding out. And you're not really good as a defensive catcher. You're kind of a liability. So if Harry Ford can be a Buster Posey, and then we can move Cal to DH, that would be our Mike Ford, and then it'll be less pressure on Cal. He can pitch and catch depending on what pitcher. So you can have Cal, be a catcher for maybe one or two of the starters, and then have Harry Ford be the pitcher-catcher combo for the other three. Split it up. And I think if we do that, that's when the Mariners are going to elevate. And there's a few other guys in high A, double A, and triple A that we might be bringing up at some point or another. But I'm waiting for Harry Ford. The one weak spot we have is DH and catcher. So, again, if we already have a catcher that can DH and we don't have Mike Ford or Tom Murphy, boom, Cal Raleigh, here you go, right? And then get someone that actually can catch and actually defend and throw guys out. There we go. There we go. And you know what another spark for the team is going to be, besides the Mariner Moose? The big spark is going to be Ham Swaggerty. When Sam Haggerty comes back, that's going to give us another, six-man off the bench, like in the NBA. Sometimes you need that juice and that energy, and another guy that can run bags really well, steal bases, and actually can hit for average if he gets a chance. So give it time. Give it time, baby. Dan Wilson Jr., baby. Well, Harry Ford has a chance to be really good though, even better than Dan Wilson. It all depends on how he develops, but Harry Ford could be I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Buster Posey, because as far as small catchers, that's one of the best of all time, right? And he doesn't have a frame like Pudge Rodriguez or something like that, or like Mike Piazza, right? But still, if you can get a guy that can hit singles, doubles, triples, defend, throw guys out at first, second, and third, and also once in a while hit a homer, that's exactly what we're kind of missing at the, that position. And I don't want Cal to feel disrespected, but again, you can have two catchers, and if it just so happens that Harry Ford ends up being better defensively and Cal's a little bit of a liability, even though Cal might be able to hit more homers, he can hit the homers as a DH. Maybe he'll end up hitting more. Maybe if he's a full-time DH, maybe Cal can end up getting to 25 to 40 every year, somewhere in that range, depending on, what's going on. But I know him being a catcher, he doesn't want to give up his natural position. I understand, but sometimes, instead of being the everyday catcher, if you got to be a DH guy, oh, Julio Rodriguez with a catch of the year. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? That was Ken Griffey Jr. out there. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? No fly zone. No fly zone. Before the catch. Yes. Let's go. Julio. That was very Griffey-like. Yeah, baby. That just gave me some mental health boost. Julio's on the thumb tomorrow. Julio and L.A. De La Cruz. We got a 1 o'clock rubber match, and we're trying to go for the sweep, baby. Let's go. Logan Gilbert, magnificent. They're already on their fourth pitcher. That'll be their fifth. Logan Gilbert still in there. 6.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, and the key stat, 0 walks. He's got 6 Ks, and he got 3 Ks to right started out. So, when you start off the game and you retire the side with 3 Ks, you don't really see that out of Logan Gilbert often, but he can do it. Another guy that can do it is George Kirby and Bryce Miller, but it sets the tone early and often. Let's go. And I don't know necessarily, how well Harry Ford is going to adjust when they call him up, but I just want to see what he can do defensively and what his numbers are offensively compared to Cal. So it's like, he may not hit as many home runs as Cal, but maybe he will. Maybe he'll get on base a little bit more. But I want to be able to see this phenom, that's going to be up and coming and what he can do to help us win. And that's really what it comes down to. We just want to have the best guys out there every night to help us win. 2-2 pitch. And Harry Ford could get called up and suck, and have to go, back to, AAA or AA and then earn his way back up. That's always possible as well. So, but, wishful thinking, hopefully he comes out of the gates hot, just like Jonathan Clase. And we got a few other guys waiting in the wings as well. 3-2 pitch. Chop foul. Let me know what you want to do with your photos. I got you. Former Mariner Jake Fraley in the box. 3-2 pitch. Pitches outside. Walked him. First walk of the night for Logan Gilbert, but I'll take that. You didn't get your first walk in the first inning. You're at the end of your run here, and you're in the 7th. They could have pulled you in the 6th, but again, no Matt Brash, so we're just trying to keep the hot pitcher going as long as we can. Next up, 1 for 2 with a K, shortstop phenom, Eli De La Cruz. Got to watch out for him. With one swing, it could be 3-3, so I think they're going to pull him now. Yep, we're pulling him. That might be true, but, when you watch games every day, there's so many opportunities where he doesn't get them, and it was just so piss poor early on, where he was throwing over the second baseman's head, or it was low, or it was too far to the right or too far to the left. So that's good. Obviously percentage-wise with the stats that he's third highest, that's good. But again, like based off the eye test, you wouldn't think that. I didn't think that he was one of the worst, defensively, but I just thought, if we could have someone that maybe be a little bit better than him, obviously throwing guys out, but that's a good sign that he's third highest, or it just means that everyone at catcher sucks at throwing guys out this year. Who are the guys that are ahead of him defensively? Who's number 1 and number 2? I think I just have really high expectations for Cal because he's one of my favorite players. You know what I mean? Like, I invested in the Cal Raleigh rookie card autograph. You know what I mean? Like, Cal's been one of my guys, and I think I just hold him to a higher standard than some of the other guys on the team. And I know that he's got the power, but I just feel that there's a lot of plays that are just like missed. And, I know he's young, just like Kirby and Julio. But again, I think I just hold him to a little bit higher of a standard because, he's one of those guys that came in at the same time. And for us to be great, he needs to be as best as he can be, especially offensively and defensively. So that's a good sign. We know that he's one of the top 10 catchers, probably the most overrated catcher in baseball, one of the best in power hitting. But that is a little surprising that he's third highest with the percentage. I would have not thought that. I would have thought, if I did look into the statistics, I would assume that maybe top 12, something like that, top 15, but I definitely wouldn't have thought top 3. Trevino and then Yan Gomes. Gomes is a shitty player, but I guess he's good at defensively. But Trevino had 15, caught stealing. Gomes at 18. Nice. 25 last year. How many does Cal Raleigh have this year? So last year he was good, but what about this year? How many players has he thrown out this year? And then the pitch clock, yeah, I know that obviously is going to have something to do with it too. There you go, Sing. Gotta explain the whole story, with the new pitch clock rules, right? Yeah, so that's probably part of it too, that I'm being too hard on Cal, but I just have high expectations for him, in the box, and if he can't hit home runs, I don't expect him to get 40 home runs every year, but he's got the capability to do so down the road if he can, do that. Cal, safe at second. Kind of a wild throw by Cal as we're talking about him. But I would agree with that. Maybe I just hold him to a little bit too much of a high standard, but I feel I have to. Yeah, Munoz is in there way too early. Why the hell do we got Munoz in the 7th? Unless we have Munoz going to be pitching the 7th and the 8th, and then Stanek is going to be in the 9th. See, that's why I can always count on you, Reflect, to look up the stats when we're talking about something. 3-1 count to LA De La Cruz. Uh-oh, Munoz just walked him. Uh-oh. Ellie. Next up, center fielder Stuart Fairchild. Top of the 7th, 3-1 Mariners. Oh, we got Nick Martini coming in. That's a good decision there. He fucks up the Mariners quite often. Hopefully he doesn't do it here. But as far as a substitution, that's solid. All right, filling in for Stuart Fairchild, Nick Martini. He fucked up the Mariners last year with some home runs, so hopefully, we know where to pitch him here with Munoz. How are you, Candace? Oh, don't even bring this up. Of course they're showing the replay because I remember. I'm not going to remember everything, but, I have a pretty good memory, with players and what they did to the Mariners, and that kind of stays in my brain when they ended up beating us for a win or if they had a big game, and anyone can remember Aaron Judge or Manny Machado or Mookie Betts, but it's kind of like those mid-level guys. I never forget those guys that end up torching the Mariners, and Martini definitely did that to us last year. Top of the 7th, runner at first and second. Pitch is way outside. Nice defense there by Cal to make sure that wasn't a wild pitch. It could have been. 1-0 Cal. Come on, Munoz. I think we brought Munoz in an inning too early. He definitely is not settled in yet. All we need to do is get one out, and it feels like it's pulling teeth here. Top of the 7th, 3-1 Mariners. Pitch in the zone for a strike, 1-1 count. 2 away, runners at first and second. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Tuesday. We got Bryce Miller tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And then we'll have probably the day off on Thursday unless I do the Kraken matchup. And then we'll be back at it against the Rockies on Friday. Martini. Told y'all, man. Get him! Got him! Yes! What a throw! So they get one, right? It's 3-2, but we got Ellie De La Cruz at third. Fuck yeah. There we go. That's how you win this game. That's how you win. I hate giving up a run, but Nick Martini is fucking – he's a slithery snake, man. Like, you got to make sure you pitch him low and outside or outside. Otherwise, he'll torch it. He just did. What a throw by Julio. What a throw by Julio. No fly zone. Let's go. Saving us the ball game. Nice job. Martini does the damage, but LA De La Cruz sits down. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th. Let's take a look at the final stat line for Walter, a.k.a. Logan Gilbert. So Logan Gilbert, 6.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 Ks, 90 pitches, 2.33 ERA. Solid. Munoz, 0.1, a hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, no Ks, but a little bit worrisome start there for Munoz. It's 3-2, isn't it? Not 3-1? It shows 3-1. But I could have scored. The runner scored, right? And then they threw him out at third. So it should be 3-2. Maybe ESPN, being a little lazy and whatnot, they took a bathroom break. They said, fuck it. We'll make you think it's 3-1. Eventually they'll update it. They sleeping, man. They sleeping. It's like the Reds are making some adjustments here in their lineup. Now they're going with their fifth pitcher. Wow. Green, Fagan, Wilson, Cruz, Suter. They're on their fifth pitcher. And it shows you, even though Hunter Green was awesome to start off, once we get him out of the game, it's a whole new ball game, and that's how it goes in baseball. Julio, what a throw. Very Bo Jackson-like. Oh, they say he got him out before he scored. Wow. Julio just saved the game. It is 3-1. I could have swore that he touched home before the out, but they didn't show the runner hitting home. We just assumed that, he scored, and then the guy got out. But so not only did he save, Ellie De La Cruz from getting to third base, but he ended up saving that fucking run. Could have been 3-2. We're definitely going to win now. Hell yeah, Julio. My guy. Let's go. It is 3-1. And like I said, he got Ellie at third with one step before he hit home plate. Amazing. That's why it's good to have replays. Clutch. Garv. Probably the biggest disappointment on the Mariners so far in 2024. Mitch Garver. What do you think, Lauren? What do you think? Reflect. Is there anyone more disappointing than Mitch Garver so far in the starting lineup? I mean, with a guy like this, we could have just kept Mike Ford and saved a hell of a lot of money and got better production. But hopefully it'll get better for him. But this is probably the biggest disappointment so far, besides Luis Castillo. But at least with Luis Castillo, we think that he'll get better. But again, once you go 0-3, 0-4, it's like, when is he going to get his first win before he gets depressed? Is he going to go like 0-6 before he gets his first win? But at least the bats are heating up. So if that's the case, and we can start hitting 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits regularly, then we should be able to squeak out a couple even mediocre outings out of Luis Castillo to help him gain his confidence back. Bottom of the 7th, 3-1. Mariners. Ty France in the box, baby. Ty had the day off, but he's in there now. Go, Ty. Pitches inside, 3-2 count. Let's go. Vogelback. Man, I would love to. I mean, Vogelback, obviously strikes out a lot too, but I miss the guys that, that are a little chubby and a little overweight that are, got the tree trunks for legs. Regardless if it's Vogelback or Mike Ford, I would take either one of those guys. Actually, I don't know if I would take Vogelback now. After the Mariner run, he hasn't been as good. He's been striking out a lot more. But Mike Ford, I would take Mike Ford over Garv. But probably not Vogelback, though. It's nice to be able to see JP and Julio getting hot. Polanco, switch hitter, getting hot. Haniger has been good. France has been good. Rojas has been fucking amazing. Now we got Clase in there, another fan favorite. I feel that, again, bringing a guy up like that, if he can be consistent, he's going to be one of the top 4, guys on the team. If he can keep the consistency up. There's going to be other guys that are there, but I mean, he's already one of the top fan favorites already. And again, if Polanco was still struggling like Garv, obviously you're just going to be moving up on the pecking order. So, yeah, I liked Mike Ford. I mean, it took us 60 games to figure out who our DH was. I'm just hoping that one day we'll figure it out, whether that's Cal Raleigh or someone else, And we would have been fine if Tom Murphy was still there. It's like, okay, Eugenio Suarez, bye. Teoscar, bye. Kelenic, bye. Winker, bye. All these guys, bye-bye. But if we, Mike Ford, bye. But just to be able to have someone like Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy can bat 300 to 350. He can not only be a great backup catcher, but he can hit, and he gives you motivation. I like vibes guys. Tom Murphy and Eugenio Suarez were vibe guys, and you can't replace vibe guys that often. And I wish Tom was still on the team with Suarez. Big swing and a miss. Clase, strike 3. Come on, baby. We still love you, Jonathan. You the man. And got some new Fire HD 4K photos. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's go. Can't wait to see his development. Already making a difference in this Mariners squad. It gave us that juice that we needed. Next up, third baseman, 1 for 2, base on ball, Josh Rojas. Batting 344 for the season, and we still have him in the 9 hole, which doesn't make any sense to me. But again, if JP, Julio, and Polanco can start heating up, then we can keep them there, But for the first 12, 13 games, it wasn't looking too good. But at least now the batting averages are getting better, and now we only have maybe half of the team batting under 200 instead of 3/4 of the team. So big swing and a miss by Rojas. It's how did we get rid of all the guys that could have played DH? Just pay Ford and pay Murphy. Why go after Garv? Because he won a World Series with the Rangers? That should be a rule. It's just because they were good there on a World Series team, and you're going to be going to a team that's not as good, you can't expect the same result. Got him. End of the 7th inning, 3-1 Mariners. Sometimes you got to reward the guys, but again, I understand that, a lot of the guys ended up striking out, but that was more like Kelenic, Teoscar, and Suarez. What was the excuse from getting rid of Mike Ford and Tom Murphy? What was the excuse? Why? Keep them there. They were very likable, right? I don't think anyone, there was times where Ford frustrated us, but he gave us, home runs. Sometimes, he would hit 2 home runs in a game. How many Mariner players can do that? Not many, right? And Murphy was great as a backup catcher. And at one point, he was one of the, leading hitters in batting average, top 3 on the team for a good chunk of the season, even with limited playing. That's not worth keeping. I need to understand the mentality of Dipoto and Service and the rest of the board. Are they just cheap? Are they stupid? Are you just trying to, do stats and analytics and trying to find the cheapest value for the biggest return? Sometimes chemistry means something. So hopefully it works out for us. But again, we have a lot of talent in high A, single A, double A, triple A, other than Harry Ford. So maybe we can bring in a couple other guys to come up, and that'll fill the gap and fill the hole. So top of the 8th, 3-1 Mariners. Let's go, baby. Our first sweep in 2024. Let's go. We have a chance. Few of the Reds got lined up here. All right, baby. Leading off, 0 for 2, third baseman, Santiago Espinal. Batting second, catching for Cincinnati, Luke Bailey. And batting third, second baseman, Jonathan India. Unless they end up making changes to the lineup, but I assume that's what we're going to have. One-0 pitch. So are we going to have Munoz for this whole inning, and then they're going to have Stanek come in at the end? Because we're not going to have Munoz pitch 3 innings, even though it was just 1 out in the 7th. Are we going to do 1 out in the 7th, all of the 8th, and all the 9th? I doubt it. And Munoz hasn't really looked that good. Big swing and a miss, 2-1 count. His control has been a little off, especially if you're throwing those high heaters, like Castillo and Bryce Miller. If you don't hit your spot, it might be a home run. That's what makes me nervous when I get these guys that are pitching, 100 miles an hour. If you don't hit your spot and you got a decent hitter with a good eye, a guy that could even be a role player or someone in the 8 or 9 hole could do the damage, and it could help them win the game or at least tie it up. So Chris Taylor, yeah. Adam Jones. I mean, we can go down the list of all the guys that we got rid of over the years. Big swing and a miss. There we go. Nice K by Munoz. Mariner Moose approves. Let's go, baby. Do your job. Let's go. It's just outside. Yeah, I think that one might be like the number one. I'm not sure if there's anyone bigger than Adam Jones. That might be the biggest one that, the biggest what if. If we, but again, sometimes you don't have the right management, the right manager, the right, supporting cast. And, we just have to come to that reality. It's like sometimes when you go to a job, like the owner is an asshole, the managers are a bunch of shitheads, right? The pay sucks, but the only thing that's keeping you there are the friends, right? The employees, right? Sometimes the other friends that are there are the only thing that keep you there, and sometimes you got to be able to have that cohesive unit, where you actually have people that you want to be around, and it works together and everyone's happy and you get better results. There we go. Munoz, baby. Let's go. Another K. Keep it going, baby. We should be able to get another K here on Jonathan India, make him 0 for 4. Not that he's a bad player, but I feel that we got his number right now. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is high and outside in the zone. 1-1 count. Yeah, he does. Pitch high in the corner, just outside of the zone compared to this ump. 2-1 count. But hey, it could be worse. We could end up having the worst ump in baseball. Luckily, we don't have Angel Hernandez umping a lot of Mariner games. Thank God. Mariner fans would riot. Every ball is a strike. Every strike is a ball. And then once you start pitching, then he's against you for life. Top of the 8th, 3-1 Mariners. 2 outs, 3-1 count. Munoz on the mound. India in the box. Check swing. There we go. 3-2 count. Three-two pitch. Got him. Yes, baby. I told you, India is gone, baby. See you later, India. I'm not going to be right all the time with certain, players on at-bats, but that one just felt like, okay, even though Munoz's control was a little bit, but when you got a guy that's 0 for 3 and he's pretty much swinging at anything, that you'll probably be able to bait him on a bad pitch here or there. So, nice job. Mariner Moose approved. And then we have Stanek probably coming in at the end, I would assume. Still wish we had Paul Sewald, but it is what it is. So numbers today. So JP Crawford. Let's go through these numbers here real quick. Nice to see some of these guys get on track. JP Crawford, 2 for 4. Good job. Julio, 2 for 4. Good job. Polanco, 0 for 2, but has been good within the last 3 or 4 games. So for an off night, I'm all right with that. Okay? Haniger, 2 for 4. Good job. Cal Raleigh, you're starting to become one of the weak links in the lineup. Come on now. We believe in you. Get it going. Right? Garb, 0 for 2. I mean, he's batting 149. At least Cal's close to 200. So I got no confidence in Garb. Like, you got a better chance of him getting hit by a pitch or taking a walk rather than getting a single. But it is what it is. Ty Francis came in. He's batting 283, but he had the day off today. He's been doing good. Clase was at 333. Now he's down to 250, 1 for 4 today, but still a hit and an RBI in both games played in his major league career. That is good. I like the photos too. And the best player batting average wise for the Mariners 1 for 3, Josh Rojas, 333 average. And it's not like we thought that Rojas was going to be terrible. I think it was just unproven. You know, when Eugenio Suarez was there, offense and defense, he was good. So when you put someone there, you know, that's brand new, you know, from the Dominic Canzone Rojas trade with T-Wall with the Diamondbacks, he thought that Canzone had some, you know, some skill. And Rojas, you know, we were, you know, thought there was something there, but, you know, I feel that Rojas has definitely exceeded the expectations, and I think Canzone is kind of where we thought he would be, maybe a little bit lower than what we thought, but then he just got hurt. But now with him getting hurt, we're probably going to have a player with Clase that might be a little bit more consistent. So we'll see how that all plays out, but at least it gives us a little bit more depth, you know, in the outfield, and I like that. Anagar on one side, and then if he has a day off, you can put Canzone over there, right? And then obviously on the left side, you got you know, obviously Canzone if he's healthy, Clase, and then you can rotate a few others if needed. Chop foul. Watched the latest episode of Shogun last night. Also, I finished All Out. I highly recommend that if you like post-apocalyptic type of shows. Very, very good. X-Men 97 will be on tomorrow on Disney+. So I'm definitely getting all those, you know, shows going. I finished Deadwood. I finished True Blood again, even though I've watched that series like 6 times. So I'm doing Sons of Anarchy now, and then I'll have to decide what new show I'm going to start after that. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And we need 4 more to get to 15. JP, run it out. Got him. Damn it. All right, now we're at 12. We need 3 more to get to 15. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. YouTube was having some problems with notifications a couple hours ago. So we got 37 people in the room. But again, on the YouTube side, it's a little lower than normal because of Brittany actually came in and messaged me saying that there was some notifications that were fucked up. She said that she's like, YouTube was fucked up for a bit, not showing channels that you're subscribed to. You might want to send out a new live notification just in case it screwed up your live viewership. That's great when you have people that normally aren't in here every day, but are still looking out for me, and I appreciate that. One away. But, you know, obviously if he would have ran straight out of the gate, maybe he would have been safe there, right? But again, 2 for 5 day, considering all those games where, you know, JP had a batting average of 100 to 150, and all those games that we watched him go 0 for 4 or 0 for 5. So, you know, again, we want effort on every play, but just considering how shitty JP, Julio, and Polanco were in the first, like, 11, 12 games of the season, and now in the last 3 or 4, they've been much better. Sometimes you'll have to, you know, beggars can't be choosers. We got to just, you know, you got to take with what we get, I guess. Come on, Julio. Big swing and a miss. Still not seeing the baseball very well. He needs to take more BP, you know, start watching more film. I highly doubt Julio watches film, you know, not to say that he's dumb or anything like that, but I don't know how many of these players are watching film. I know if I was a professional, I would be watching film of the incoming pitcher for hours, you know, before I ended up, you know, going to sleep or whatnot. You know, I'm going to make sure that I'm doing my research and I'm watching game film, you know, on that guy, not necessarily knowing how he'll pitch you, you know, as Julio Rodriguez, but I guarantee a lot of these hitters that are struggling aren't watching film. They might be taking more BP, you know, they might be working out with their, you know, hitting coach and whatnot. But I think, like, as far as professional baseball players are concerned, you know, if basketball players and football players and hockey players, and some of them, you know, may or may not watch as much film, the guys that end up watching the most film end up being the most successful. You know, if you're not willing to put in the time, you know, for the film, you know, you're going to have times where you're going to struggle. So, but I would like to be able to get some inside information, knowing, like, what kind of film are the players watching, if any? You know, are they just out there and just doing BP and working with the hitting coaches, or are they actually going deeper? And I highly doubt guys are watching film every night. You know, I would assume only maybe 5 to 10% of players are doing it. You know, maybe not even that much. Who's going to Baby Gap? He said, no, regular gap. He said, no onesies for him. Bottom of the 8th, 3-1. How did we get to baby gap? 3-1 Mariners. Popped up. Polanco. All right, let's go to the top of the 9th. Last opportunity for the Reds to come back, and guess what? They won't. Not today, baby. This is ours. And then hopefully we can end up getting the sweep tomorrow. I mean, we're obviously, winning the series, but if we can get a sweep tomorrow and we have an amazing outing by Bryce Miller, hopefully 10 Ks tomorrow, I'm hoping, and we can keep these bats hot and heavy. This might be the stretch that we need to be able to get above 500. We win today, we're 8-10. We win tomorrow, we're 9-10. Then we have a day off, then we play the Rockies and beat the shit out of them. And then hopefully we'll end up being 11-10 or 12-10, and we can get on a little bit of a heater. Baby, let's go. Anything that you want to see photo-wise reflect, let me know. I got you. Next up for the Cincinnati Reds, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. Look, the other Will Benson. Batting second, playing first base, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And I always got to pause myself when I say his middle name or his first last name. You say it too fast, you'll fuck it up. And batting third, DHing for the Cincinnati Reds, Spencer Steer. Steer and L.A. De La Cruz have been the most consistent players on the Cincinnati Reds. That sucks, though, Lauren, about your stores there in Canada about Mariner gear. They pretty much told you to fuck off and you're going to have to order online or at the Mariners team shop. And then you were telling me that they had a bunch of Royals shit. Like, why the hell do they got Royals shit up in Canada? You would assume, there's going to be a lot of Mariner haters based on what happened with the Blue Jays and the Mariners. But you would assume if you live in Canada, you would assume that the Mariners would be the second most, available item behind Toronto. Toronto stuff would be number 1, and you would assume Seattle would be number 2. Just based off the distance and where they're located. But unless I guess you're owning a shop and you're like, fuck them, right? And then maybe they're like, well, fuck you. You can just go to the website and buy your shit. That sucks if you're a fan of the Mariners living in Canada. It's like pretty much you can't even buy anything at the mall. That's tough. Banana Republic used to have some fire dress shirts. I used to have some back in the day. I'd wear like the Ralph Lauren polo ones. But Banana Republic had some fire dress shirts. The ladies loved them. I don't know about Banana Republic now, though. I haven't shopped there in like 20 years. But back in the day, I was styling and profiling. Stanek is in, so I was correct about that. So what do you guys think about Stanek being the closer instead of Munoz? You guys like that? You like Munoz being the setup guy? And then that way that we'll end up going like, for example, Logan Gilbert, Matt Brash, Munoz, Stanek, and then that ends the game. You guys like that? Or would you guys rather have Stanek first and Munoz last? I guess it really depends on Munoz himself, because we don't want to have a bunch of blown saves, and again, it's like Munoz stepped in for Seawald, once, obviously we had to make that transition, but I guess it really depends more on what Stanek does than really what Munoz does. Oh my gosh, you should. Then they would be forced to get all the Mariner gear. Pitch is low, outside, inside, 1-2, 3-1 Mariners, top of the 9th. Let's go, baby. I kind of like Stanek being the closer. The less pressure on Munoz, and then Brash has his job. Munoz has his job, even though you can put Munoz as the closer if needed. But maybe a more natural spot for him, less pressure. And the less pressure on Munoz, maybe the better he'll do. And if you're going to be the closer and then you start getting fucked up, right? Maybe Munoz's emotions are a little bit harder to control than Stanek. So maybe Stanek has a little bit more control with his emotion, and maybe that'll actually benefit us moving forward. So, but again, if Stanek starts giving up walks and home runs and we start losing games, then his ass is out of there, right? Like, sub, donate, comment, share, baby. We're at 32:68 to go. Drop foul. And we'll be doing the Mariner game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It'll be 10 o'clock for Matt. And we got Bryce Miller on the mound against Abbott. And we're not talking Jim, not with one hand. And hopefully we end up getting the sweep tomorrow. Fuck, Benson with a walk. Damn it, Stanek. Benson is on. And we ain't talking Cedric Benson. We're talking Will Benson. Next up, first baseman Christian Encarnacion Strand. Come on, Mariners. I don't want this shit going into extra innings. If it goes to extra innings, we could lose. So come on now. Maybe we're going to end it here on a double play. Jim Abbott, yeah. I always collected, I collected baseball cards all the time, but I always rooted for him. I thought it was incredible as a little kid collecting his cards, knowing that he only had one hand, and he still made it to the majors and actually had some pretty good outings, in his career before he ended up retiring. There we go, one away. Next up, 1 for 3, DHing for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. We got to be careful with Steer because he's got home run power. If Stanek leaves it hanging over the plate, it could be 3-3. I don't want it to happen. I'm not trying to say it's going to happen, but we got to be very careful. You got to watch out for Steer. You got to watch out for Nick Martini and then Ellie De La Cruz. Even though we blanked him yesterday, but I already knew he was going to get at least a hit today, and he'll probably get at least one tomorrow. Pitch there in the zone, 1-1 count. He did throw a no-hitter for the Yankees. He did. Most people remember him on the California Angels, Wally Joyner, and going back to that old school days before it was the Los Angeles Angels, it was the California Angels. Stanek looks like a badass, but he sounds like he does your taxes. I mean, whoever our closer is going to be, it seems like every year, we have a guy that's pretty damn good, and then we either trade him away or he goes to another team. I would love to be able to, at one point, have like a Mariano Rivera type of guy where we don't got to worry about our closer for like 5 to 10 years, and that's the guy. I'm not sure if that'll ever happen in the Mariner organization, but popped up. Clase, get it, Clase. Class is in session, biatch. There we go. 2 away. Now you got Matt defending himself. No. Only Adidas, he says. Only Adidas. Trifecta, he says. Adidas. Last up at bat, the former Mariner right fielder, Jake Fraley. We can get Jake out. He's 1 for 2 with a run and a base on ball, but we got him. We can get him, baby. Let's go, Mariner Moose. What do you say? Pitch is low and in the zone. 1-0. Maybe we can get Julio Rodriguez first home run of the year tomorrow. Let's go, baby. I'm really happy that we're starting to turn it around. Just getting those bats going, And again, this is one of those odd games where we didn't hit 5 runs, but we only, gave up 1. So you can actually win, with a 2-1 or 3-1 score or a 4-1 score. But most of the time when we don't hit 5 runs and we don't hit 7 to 10 hits, it's trouble. But for the defense of the Mariners, we have 8 hits today. So, we're in that range. We just only have 3 runs, but it's still going to be, looks like good enough to win. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, chop foul. Make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Make sure you guys are checking off the boxes to win the day. Addiction, depression, anxiety, it's very, very tough. Believe you me, if you find a way to get rid of toxic people in your life and you start actually holding yourself accountable, right? Having some accountability, right? And some discipline. If you have discipline, you can change your life. Believe that. 1-2 pitch out of Stanek. Chop foul. Count remains 1-2 to Fraley. .32, 68 to go. I got to get Paisley's dog food here in like a couple days. $83 for a big old bag of dog food. Taking her to the dog groomer, I think, on Thursday, hopefully. And, just to wash her in a self-wash and get her nails trimmed and dremeled, it's like $35. So anything that we end up getting today, tomorrow, and Thursday will definitely go towards that, especially if it's on the Cash App side. Top of the ninth, 3-1 Mariners, 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Smoke him, Stanek. Chopper towards third. Uh-oh. Bobbled it. Fuck. Dove to first. Safe. Fucking A. Reflect with a tour. Uh-oh. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. A little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $2 holla. I like the effort out of Stanek diving to try to tag the leg, but fucking A, man. If that ball wasn't fucking bobbled right there, then maybe we would have won the game, damn it. Jordan's loving it as a Reds fan. Oh, Stanek's head hit the fucking dirt right there, too. His fucking hair. It's like, my hair fucking bounced off. Wow, that's close. He did tag him on the heel, or on the foot. Jordan's loving it. Great effort. Normally, guys are not diving like that. That was one of the best efforts, but hopefully Stanek isn't injured, due to that effort. And also, if you make that effort, you got to get him out. You don't want to have the effort, be wasted, and then he ends up being safe. So, Fraley safe at first, fielding error by first baseman. Oh, it was Ty France. Come on, Ty. The former Detroit Piston, Ben Wallace, thinks Ellie is going to homer. Not happening. Nice try, though. Maybe an RBI, but not a homer. Oh, he might be out. Oh, he might be out. Oh, baby, he might be out. It depends on where that tag was. He got him on the kind of on the upper thigh, right above the kneecap. He might be out. Oh, he's safe. Yeah, I was about to say, as soon as he came in, after your fantastic run, by Hunter Green, if you guys didn't get, if we didn't rough him up, in the middle part, of his run, then I think that the game would be much, much closer. But that kind of opened up the floodgates, and you're on your 5th pitcher, so I agree. Next up for the Cincinnati Reds, phenom shortstop Ellie De La Cruz. And especially when he went 0 for 4, I knew that Ellie was going to do something today, and he'll probably do something tomorrow as well. But, let's wait for that home run for tomorrow, okay? You can have the Ellie De La Cruz home run tomorrow, but not tonight. How old are you, Ben? Are you like 10 to 15 years old? 3-1 Mariners, top of the ninth, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Lauren's like, no one says that. Pitch is low in the dirt. 2-1 count. Stanek is making me worried here. And Stanek is not hitting his spots. 3-1 count. Shit, if they get bases loaded here, Cincinnati could definitely tie this up or win. They don't want to have the momentum. You know, I think that, maybe they should have flipped it and did Stanek and then Munoz. But again, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But they feel pretty comfortable. And he fucking walked him. Oh, great. And Martini is up. Martini can definitely go grand salami. Uh-oh. I don't like this. I don't like this. Like the one guy that you don't want to face in the lineup. You don't want to face Ellie De La Cruz. You don't want to face Spencer Steer. Those are the two guys that are the most consistent. And the guy that fucks up the Mariners the most is Nick Martini. This is trouble. Get his ass out of there. I got a pitching change. Yeah, there goes Stanek. Well, I guess that Stanek hype train that we were trying to hype him up, it failed. Obviously, we wanted him to be able to finish the game strong, and just like a lot of our closers, fumbling the bag again. And now they have a chance here to be able to, with one swing, to win the game. And honestly, if it was anybody but Steer, De La Cruz, or Martini, I would be like, okay, we got this. But even Paisley's at the door. She's like, Daddy, let me in. All right, Paisley's in here for support. Let's go, Paisley. We're going to win this? He said, I miss you, Dad. We still got to go on a long walk, eat some dinner. Yeah, I could tell that you were under 20. I can usually tell by how people type how old they are. All right, 1 for 1 for Nick Martini. I'm not really liking this right now, too. Right down the middle, 500. Outside, down the middle, but in that strike zone, 500. If you pitch to him high, he won't get anything there, but now at bat, Tyler Stevenson. What's going on here? What's going on here? Stevenson isn't. I think I would rather have Martini in than Stevenson. I'm not saying Tyler Stevenson is bad, but Saucedo coming in, I don't know if I like that. I don't know about that move by the Reds. That was like a Scott Service move. Why would you put Stevenson in for Martini? Martini is money against the Mariners. He has been since last year. Weird. And I don't like Saucedo one bit. So, Saucedo is one of those guys that could end up just drawing like walk, and then all of a sudden just free runs are just going to start coming aboard. Like I think both teams fucked up here. Like, why is Stevenson in and why is Saucedo in? Like, those guys you should avoid. Why are they in? Foul. God, Lauren. Too much sauce. You're 18 years old. You have full confidence in everything in your life. I know, Paisley. I know. Ben Wallace is delusional. I know. Top of the ninth, 3-1 Mariners. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-2 count. I'm almost done, Paisley. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. There we go. There we go. There we go. Flied out to center. Looks like your confidence wasn't that good, Ben Wallace. He said, I got confidence in T-Money. Well, didn't happen today, my guy. But GG to my guy, Jordan. Final score, Mariners 3, Cincinnati Reds 1. Be careful what you wish for. And if you would have played Nick Martini, maybe the game would have been over. So both teams fucked up there at the end. But one thing is for sure, when we dance, we win. Mariners win! Mariners win! Mariners win! Let's go. Let's go, baby. Final score, Mariners 3, Cincinnati Reds 1. But we do have a rubber match tomorrow at 1 with Bryce Miller and Abbott. So hopefully we can go for the sweep. And if you're a Reds fan like Jordan, hopefully you can get at least 1 out of 3. Let's go. GG, Jordan. I don't think I need to say any GG to Ben Wallace, but I'll say GG to you, Jordan. Let's go. We won a series. But still, that could have definitely went sideways. And I have no idea what they were thinking with Martini getting substituted there. You know, this is a guy traditionally, you know, he'll be hit or miss, but he's really good against the Mariners. I mean, he's got home run power. He hits home runs off the Mariners. I'm very confused why you would put Stevenson in for Martini. Like, if you put Stevenson in for anybody else, fine. But here, De La Cruz, Martini, you let them bat if they're up to bat. You don't replace those guys in that situation. So we got lucky with Saucedo because he's terrible as a player. So but we'll take the win. Let's go. GG, Jordan. We won a series. Let's go. All right, I got to be able to take Paisley on a walk and eat some dinner. And I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. This was a fun one, and it's nice for us to get back on track. And Cincinnati, even with a couple losses, they're still good. You know what I mean? What, you're 9-8 now. Now we improved to 10. So you still are above 500, and every Mariner fan wishes that they had the Reds record rather than our own. So hopefully the Reds have a successful season. I like watching them play. I'm just happy that we ended up getting this game number 2 win. But again, the last game in the set tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and we will be live for Bryce Miller and Abbott for the Cincinnati Reds. So shout out to all the people that donated, commented, shared. I appreciate you very, very much. Shout out to all the people that ended up liking the stream. Shout out to all the people on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. And I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Okay.